Okay, guys, I'm going to go to Ask Scruff. Now, this one was from an email from Emma, so it's a little salute to you. And it's about how is a trade worth it? Well, a lot of the time, that is just a common sense scenario. If your stop is massive and it is miles away, but you're not really getting much out on the profit, then no, it's not worth it. So how do you combat that? You just don't trade it. It's that simple. If the desire to trade is overwhelming and you have to trade, you've got to do it safely. Now, let me kind of explain on a chart. So I'll use this as an example. Now, if you're looking at slower charts, and that is ATRs kind of below 100, look at the hourly charts for your stress point, and that's the swing high, swing low. If it's over 100, sort of things like the DAX and pound JPY and oil and everything, look at 15 minutes because the distance of movement will be huge. So you've got to be a bit careful of that. So this is cable, so it's going to be on an hourly chart, but the principle is identical. Okay. So what we can see, the price is here. So if I'm going to short this market, where am I going to short it to? Well, I'll be looking down into the next level or something that I think is viable. But that is roughly where the next stall point is. Okay. So get a measuring tool from where it is now. That has a 64 pip movement down into that level if I believe that direction is going to continue to go down. What about if it's wrong? Well, if it's wrong, where will it run to from a price structure point of view? Well, it's going to come back to where it's been before, which is this bit. So the maximum stop is going to have to be above this swing. So that could be this dotted yellow line or somewhere in the middle. So if we just go conservative and say it's somewhere in the middle, that is where the stop should be. Okay. Now, this is based on a structure point of entering the market where it is now. Okay. So you're entering here. We know it can run down there. That's the next point. Pull that up to there. Right. Okay. The stop is well ahead of 1-on-1. You've got a good ratio there. So is that worth taking that trade? Yes, it is. Now what can we do? Well, we can reduce the exposure because we can see it's going up. So you can stage from there up to here. All right. Now your last point of entry is probably in and around this area here. So you go stage, 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 stage. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm out. But here is a bounce area. You see it. Goes back and then comes back down again. See, it's done it. It's gone down, went back to where it came from, and then it collapsed. And it just does that over and over. It's just the motion of the market. Everything is geared on direction. So that's the first way of doing it. Now, another way of doing it is go, well, I'm entering here. Where are the barrier points? Well, the barrier points, if you're going short, is there and there. All right. Why is that? Because they're key levels that we've worked out. So you could have a really tight stop, which would be there, on the assumption that if it breaks that, it may run further up. So again, what you have now is this. There's a measuring tool. So that is, you're going to take 16 pips worth of heat. Okay, drop that down to there. And then run it into the middle, which is about 32. So that gives you a good ratio as well. Personally, I use wider stops with a stage. So that would be 100% to market because I've got nowhere to go. And if I'm wrong, I need to get out. If I'm staging, I'll have a wider stop up here and I'll stage into it, reduce my exposure. And then as I get extra entries up here, it'll give me the opportunity to get out if I'm wrong. But if they all run and I've targeted sensibly, which in this case would be probably about the middle to here, somewhere along them lines, I'll get a huge payoff. And that's what I do every day. So really, when you're saying, is it worth it? It's just common sense based on what's going on. Now, if I was to flip that on its head, well, let's have a little look at it from a different point of view. Okay, so it's the same chart, but we're going long. Well, if we're going long, where's its first barrier? Well, it's that yellow line. It's going to bounce off that, and it'll bounce off this. So they will create stall points, same as here. What if I'm wrong? Well, if I'm wrong, from this point, all the way down there is 61. But if I'm right, the best I'll do before it gets a bounce is 15. So that's inverse. And is it right? No, it's not. In fact, that is terrible. It is not worth taking that much heat just to get to there. So the other way around it is, that is essentially a scalp. So you would drop it back into sort of a 5-minute scenario, and your stop would be, if it breaks underneath here, you are done. Okay, so in this scenario, to get this roughly right, there's the price. Maximum I get is 13. Bring it back to price. It's roughly 1-on-1. Now that is worth it. Whereas if I held the heat so far back, it would not be worth it. So it really comes down to common sense on what the chart is showing you at the time. You look at where the stall points are. You know, if there's clear air, fine. How far will it go the other way before and do the balance out? Hope that helps. Catch you soon.